Hello viewers, Invest in Africa, Build Africa 2009. This is another expo, another beautiful expo where we have a lot of exhibitors. We have a lot of properties being exhibited here today for Kenyans in the diaspora, friends of Kenya, foreign investors, people who want to have a stake into the Kenyan property market. And here today, African actors speaking to them, speaking to the exhibitors, speaking to the potential people who want to buy into the property market. What is the properties out there? What is the services out there? What products are out there for them? And viewers, as we talk to the exhibitors, as we talk to Kenyan, maybe you will find that there's something you will share or something you will be interested in. So welcome to the Invest in Africa, Build Africa 2009 as we go and speak to the exhibitors. Invest in Africa, Build Africa Kenyan Property Exhibition was held at Holiday Inn Regents Park, London, to promote and showcase the Kenyan housing and property market to the UK. Globally, the property market has experienced a downturn due to economic crisis, but in Kenya, the market has withheld its strength. And for the third year running, the Ministry for Housing, Kenyan High Commission to the UK, and the Kenyan property developers have made an impact in the UK by consistently bridging the information gap experienced by potential investors through attending property exhibitions in the UK. His Excellency, the High Commissioner to the UK, Mr. Joseph Mushemi, commended the Minister for steering the campaign on bringing property market to the Kenyans in the diaspora. The Minister for Housing, Honorable Soita Shitanda, pinpointed housing incentives and government initiatives to regulate the housing sector, including promoting orderly planning and management, reviewing building code, the Landlord and Tenant Bill 2009, among other initiatives of benefit to the diaspora.
The draft housing bill that is under finalization empowers neighborhood associations within estates to have control of planning, zoning and developments to be undertaken within their neighborhoods as per the laid down regulations.
Accompanying the minister was the managing director for the National Housing Corporation, who highlighted opportunities and services that the corporation has tailored for the diaspora.
Housing is a major component, is a basic human right, is a basic human need, and therefore the opportunities that we shall give you and showcase here will be just to address the very basic need that all of us as human beings require.
Kenyans in the diaspora are passionate to invest back home, but are hindered by dubious service providers responsible for illegal land acquisitions, legal representations, overpriced products and services, and lack of government control in the property market.
One of the challenges we face as well is to deal with our lawyers. Our lawyers are complex sometimes. They are difficult to deal with. And all the contractors that actually we get to do our jobs.
If I were an investor and if I were about to put my money, then what I would like to see is, will the law protect me? Would the law protect my investment?
A heated roundtable discussion involving government representatives, private sector, foreign investors and Kenyans in the diaspora brought to the attention of the minister areas he needs to address and a reality check on revenue lost due to the direct and indirect taxation of investors. The main organizers for the exhibition this year was Realken International. Catherine Kagiri shared her thought and aspiration of the Kenyan property market and also the future for such exhibitions.
This year, Realken International Ltd has organized the third Expo that markets Kenya as a real estate investment destination. And the Expo is organized with the main objective of providing a forum of interaction between real estate investors from the diaspora, the government of Kenya, developers and mortgage finance companies in Kenya.
The exhibition needed the presence of the Ministry for Land, as Kenyans had many questions in regard to fake title deeds, fraudulent service providers, and the Ministry for Lands need to address the diaspora issue as a matter of urgency, as this distrust is losing Kenya a lot of investment and revenue opportunities. So now we we are speaking to a representative from Customs Homes. You will tell us what Customs Homes is all about, your name, and what you do.
Well, Customs Homes, we are in the Lilo Estate. We are contractors. We are also in land and plot sales. Most of our properties are based in east of Nairobi, near the Jomo Kenyatta Airport, and that's where most of our lands are. It's about the land now we are marketing today in this expo. Is in Embakasi. We have 1 acre plot, whereby we are giving it at on a good offer of 950,000. And you can buy a land, and then later on you put up a house. You have a nice approved house, which is a 5-bedroom house, which is going to cost about 5.5 million. They finish this approved plan. So once you buy the land, you take your time, and then later on you come and put up a house at your own time. Although it will be the same plan, and you are going to achieve your goal. What we're trying to do is only people. They have been going to big names like Runda. We're also trying to come up with a good Runda with the cheaper prices. This house it will cost about 20 million in Runda. In our place it will cost halfway. It will cost you 10 million. And at the end of the day, you achieve better area. Because the other day you are looking the best estate in the world. You found it was in France. The reason why is only trees and to keep the estate clean. We're also trying to come with the same thing in the part of Nairobi. Instead of people go for big names like Mudaiga, Runda, Nyari, all the names. The only difference, an environmental thing.
So you're trying to create other prestigious estate out there.
Yeah.
Well, viewers, you heard that. We don't really need the mortgages. There's a way forward for us in the diaspora to actually get our own houses within 4 to 5 years. Houses that you can trust, good areas, your own prestigious estate. So what are we waiting for? It's not so daunting to invest in Kenya. It's actually finding people like Custom House coming here to the UK, talk to us about their services. So make sure that you find out, research a little bit more, and get involved. What is your feeling about the exhibition?
No, I think it's great. It sort of gives us an opportunity to sort of head back and invest in the place we call our country. I think it's everyone's desire to sort of do that, either as an investor or as an opportunity to sort of build a home. So very pleased.
Build a home for ourselves. And why did you come here today?
The thing is, just like the colleague here was saying, is that we as Kenyans sort of in diaspora have always wanted to actually invest back home. And I think the vehicles within which we can sort of like invest back home have been few and limited. And I think coming to a forum such as this, you actually realize, and that's the discussion, that's why you found us looking so happy and excited, is there's so many solutions that are out there that HFC is offering that can actually make our dreams, as people in diaspora, get realized. And I think that's part of the whole excitement as well. And I've only just probably, seen just a few of the stalls today. I'm looking forward to sort of like catching up with a few more people, seeing more sort of like what's on offer. And essentially, I think we're getting there in terms of at least facilitating people here investing back home. It's exciting.